Hey guys, Aussie Steve here from Home Buyer Louisiana. We buy houses in any condition in Louisiana. I'm here at a property we just closed on. We left the closing earlier today. We're on the west bank of Orleans Parish in the Algiers, probably actually old Aurora area. So yeah, we purchased this house. The owner had owned it for 8 years. He originally inherited it from his father. So look, he'd been also living with his girlfriend who lives out of state. So he'd been here on and off, and the house was in pretty bad shape in terms of needs repairs. It wasn't really looked after. Plus, it actually got some hurricane damage in Zeta actually, and we've just been through Ida. Got a little bit more. I'll tell you a bit about that maybe in a second. But yeah, so the house was rough. So obviously he wanted to sell it for cash. You know, you can see the floors are all beat up. It's a pretty dated kitchen. You know, the bathroom is super dated. Showing the lights on, but it's a dated bathroom. You'll see this is one of the bedrooms. You'll notice here that's from termite. So you know there's termite damage. Don't know how extensive it is in this area, but when they come out there, you know there's activity behind there. So once we open the walls, you're probably gonna see it. In here was definitely the biggest problem. This was actually from Hurricane Zeta, which was last hurricane season, and it had damaged the roof. Water had been coming in, and you'll see mold, you know, in the property. So obviously that's an issue, and it had a tarp on it and been alright. But actually after we signed the contract to purchase it, we were going to close it in 2 weeks, and then about a week, a bit afterwards, Hurricane Ida came through. So that obviously wiped out power and just pushed back the closing another week and a half, part longer than it was meant to be. But obviously there was danger of Zeta causing more damage to the property, and it did blow the tarp off. It did start taking more water. There is a little bit of damage. You know, the roof took a bit more, but luckily, you know, we purchased in as-is condition, so we're not a homeowner who is expecting this perfect home. We'd already seen there was damage, so it wasn't a big deal. We still closed on it. You know, we pride ourselves on being easy buyers to work with. You know, we want to make it easier to sell. You know, obviously, if a tree had fallen through the house, you know, and we hadn't closed on it yet, I mean, you know, we buy as-is condition, but it needs to be the similar condition to where we saw it. So that would have, you know, caused an issue to close at that price. But the damage that it got, you know, we're happy just to wear it, and we're going to do a big rehab here anyway. So, and you know, this room has a lot of termite damage. You see, it also took some roof damage. This also has tarps up on it. Yeah, so you know, you'll. Don't know if you can see, but yeah, this is oops. Yeah, it's been definitely well and truly eaten by termites. So, you know, you can obviously see why the seller reached out to us. You know, he was never going to be able to sell this, you know, to a homeowner, through a realtor. The handle just came off in my hand. So, but that's fine. These are the houses we buy because we'll fix them up, and we're fine to do that. Like, that's what we do. We know that not everyone has the time, money, energy, or desire to like rehab a house. So, you know, obviously he owns it. He could rehab it. He knows if he puts the money and effort into it, he's going to get more for it because he could sell it to a homeowner who's going to use bank financing. And, you know, by all means, like, we encourage people to do that. If you're able to do that, you should do it, you know. But if you don't want to, if that's just not what you want to do, well, you can sell it to someone like us because we pay cash. We don't need to get bank financing. Obviously, a bank would not approve financing on this property, and that's fine because we'll buy it for cash. We'll come in, we'll put our money into it, our expertise, use our network of people to fix it up, and we'll turn this into a really nice house. And then in this one, we're going to sell, I think, to a flip to a new homeowner. We do hold rentals too, and we're always open. We can do either, but like, we're either going to sell it to a new homeowner who's going to own it, or we'll rent it to, you know, a family that's going to live in it and make use of it. So, look, that's our expertise. We're happy to come in and do it. If you don't want to, you know, and we'll pay all cash as is offer. So look, if you have a house you want to sell, something, you know, maybe needs repairs and you don't want to do the repairs, give us a call. We're happy to chat about your situation, see if we can help. You can look at our website, homebuyerlouisiana.com. We have a lot of information there about selling your house as is, etc. So check it out, or give us a call. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it.